Hello, I'm Diego. You're here for Spanish tutoring, is that right? You are. Okay. Did Avila sent you, is that right? She did. Okay. From class 402? 402. Okay. Yeah, she told me that you were having trouble with vocabulary. Is that right? It is. Okay. And she gave me a list, actually. She gave me a list of all of your vocab words for this week. From what I understand, you're learning about animals. Is that right? Okay. And 402, that's beginner's Spanish still, right? It is. Okay. Well, that's fine. I have your list here. Now, it seems like you don't have too many words to remember for Wednesday. So, what I'm thinking we can do is I'll just write you some flashcards, and we can go through the flashcards practicing, one-on-one. How's that sound? Good? Okay. So, first word. You have turtle. Okay. So, for your first word, you have tortuga. Tortuga. Now, do you know what tortuga means? Tortuga means turtle. Okay. And actually, I have this here for my some of my younger students who I tutor, but it sometimes helps to have a visual. Tortuga. Okay. Now, if you look at the turtle, la tortuga es verde. Okay? La tortuga es verde. And, of course, that means green. La tortuga tiene una cáscara. Una cáscara. La tortuga tiene una cáscara. Cáscara is shell. La verde tortuga tiene una cáscara. Okay? And I don't think we need to add cáscara to your vocab list because you're only learning the animal names. Is that correct? It is. Okay. Yeah, so we won't add cáscara to your vocab list, but it is a useful word to know if you ever need to describe the animal. Okay? And again, that's tortuga, tortuga, turtle. Your next word is bear. Okay? Bear is an easy word. It's only 3 letters. And it's actually a, what do you call it? A palindrome. So it's spelled the same way forward and back. Let me just grab this one. So bear. Do I have a bear? I do. Bear. Also. Bear. Also. Okay. Also. O-S-O. Also. Is, when I first learned the word, I just thought of SOS, but backwards. Also. Because if you see a bear in the wild, you may want to call SOS backwards also. Now, el oso. El oso es blanco. Blanco. Blanco, of course, is white. El oso es blanco. Now, oso just means bear in a very general sense. Now, in English, of course, we have polar bears and brown bears or grizzly bears. So specifically, this type of bear would be an oso polar. Un oso polar. Because it's, of course, a polar bear. The bear's nose is black. And actually, in the wild, they will cover their nose when they're hunting so that they can't be spotted moving through the snow. And that's also. So your next word is gata. Gata, cat. Gata is another easy word. Gata is spelled G-A-T-A. Gata. Gata. To use it in a sentence, la gata puede hablar español. Or actually, la gata puede hablar en español. La gata puede hablar en español. Now, that means the cat can speak in Spanish, and just so you know, cats, whether from Spain or South America, cannot speak in Spanish. I just didn't want to confuse you with that misinformation. That was just an example of a sentence. But la gata puede hablar en español. Okay. So, quickly we have oso, which is, where did I put his? There we go. Also, we have tortuga. Tortuga. And then we have gata. Gata. Okay. We only have a few words left. Let's see. You have an owl, which is a bujo, el bujo, and that's spelled B-U-J-O. So, B-U-J-O. And I think there's an accent on the U. So you have bujo, bujo. And this buho este este buho es blanco con yeah. Este buho es blanco con manchas negras. Okay, so this owl is white with black spots. Now, buho is kind of the standard Spanish word for an owl. However, if you're in Central America at all, especially in Mexico, instead of finding the word bujo, you might come across the word tecolote. I think it's tecolote. I'll have to double check that for you. But it's equally as common. However, bujo is considered kind of the standard word for owl, and tecolote is closer to the Native American word for owl that has been kind of Latinized through Spanish and translated into tecolote. But bujo should get you far enough. So your last word, I think this is your last word. It is tigre. Now a tigre is a tiger. This tiger is missing its legs. Of course, just so you know again, I don't want to misinform you. Tigers have 4 legs in the wild. Okay, even in South America, all tigers that are there have 4 legs, not 2 hands. Just so you know, just so you don't, go on thinking that they only have 2 hands. Now that is spelled in Spanish Tigre. Tigre. Okay. And it's basically tiger, but the E and the R in the word are switched. So where you once had a tiger, you now have a tigre. Okay? And I think that's all of your words. Yep. So, to recap, if we can gather all of your cards here. Now, I've only written the Spanish words on your cards. But after you leave our session, you can, of course, just write on the other side, and I'll provide you with a dictionary that you can use in case you forget any of the words, okay? Okay. So, to recap, we have un oso, y el oso polar es blanco because of the white fur. Then we have una gata que puede hablar en español. Esta gata vive en una casa, which rhymes. Y puede hablar español. And of course, I should do this with the words. Also. Gata. Actually, we have another gata, but this one only has 2 legs. El tigre. Okay. And then we have tortuga. Actually, you should never hold a turtle like this, by the way. Like that. But we have una tortuga. Una tortuga tiene una cáscara. Actually, all turtles have shells. Yeah, so esta tortuga, como todas las tortugas, tiene una cáscara. Shell. And the last one, we have our bujo. We have our bujo blanco con manchas negras because of the black manchas there. And that, of course, is bujo with a U and an accent over the U. So it's bujo. And as a side note, again, the word bujo or bujo is sometimes replaced with the word tecolote in places in countries in South America. So si estás en Sudamérica, quizás vas a oír la palabra tecolote in place of the word bujo for owl. Okay? So, here's all of your words. I'll go ahead and gather them up for you. Spelling should not be too much of an issue because the language is phonetic. So, obviously gata is going to be spelled Gata. And then you have also, which is going to be spelled Oso. You have bujo, which has a accent over the U, and that's going to be spelled Bujo. Then you have the word tortuga, which of course is Tortuga, tortuga. And then you have the word tigre, which of course is Tigre. And that's about it. So that's all phonetic, which is convenient. You can come in and use these whenever you like. I only use them to help some of my students who may have a more visual memory. But you are welcome to use them whenever you like. Just have to you just have to let me or Senora Avila know, your teacher, beforehand. And I think that should be it. Do you have any questions for me before you go today? You don't? Okay. In that case, I will give you your vocab words, and you can practice these whenever you need to study. Okay? Well, I hope that has been helpful and somewhat enjoyable, and I look forward to helping you in the future. Okay? And I guess that's it. Goodbye.